pretty good video. Now we're going to the next video, which is I trick this YouTuber into copying my videos. And from the looks of it, looks like he's talking about Moist Critical.
Now this video is going to be crazier than when I was 11 years old and looked up Amy from Sonic's Rule 34 pictures only to learn that Knuckles' fist.
Hey, sorry for interrupting. Isn't that annoying?
Yeah. So I got an ad blocker.
Now this video is going to be crazier than when I was 11 years old and looked up Amy from Sonic's Rule 34 pictures only to learn that Knuckles' fists weren't only for digging. That's right, I'm talking about baiting the YouTuber PENGUINZ0 into copying one of my videos. How do I plan on doing that? Well, I'll be posting 2 videos every single day with the goal of getting ahead of him to posting it, so then I can ultimately claim that he
Video he is going to make and make it before
copied me.
Now, on a more serious note, PENGUINZ0 is my favorite YouTuber. He has been, I think, for the past 15 years. I remember watching like his Billy Mays voiceover cleaning videos, and when he played like Pepsi Man and all these old Flash games on the computer. Then he developed into a streamer, started showing his face, and then to this day now he posts 2 videos every single day on various commentary type topics. And so I plan on basically doing that, and I want to effectively bait him into copying me, aka just means that I'm going to post the videos before him. I have no idea how long this is going to take me. This could take me anywhere from a couple of days to a few weeks, maybe even a couple of months, just for us to find the overlapping topic to talk about. I have some methods, but ultimately I think this is going to be a doozy, so grab your popcorn because we have a lot to do, so let's do this. All right, so the very first thing I wanted to do was create a channel, because obviously I can't just post this on any Sambucha channel. I want this to be a fresh channel, so we also have the evidence that I posted these videos on a channel before he did. So then I can make a claim like, hey, you copied my video, look, here's the timestamp. And so I created a channel. Since he's PENGUIN0, I was able to claim Hippos3, and here's a cute little profile picture. The description is, I don't have any other socials, everything else is fake, because if we go to his about, he has all of his links, which obviously Hippos3 doesn't have any other links. Then he says, I don't have any other public accounts, so I'm just trying to make it as consistent as possible with him, so then there is like some true overlap. Outside of that, I mean, today's date is December 27th, 2024, so the most recent videos he posted.
How long ago was this video uploaded? Oh, I got it. 2 days ago. Damn, log in.
Our robots are finally here, and is Squid Game Season 2 good? And it looks like he talked about Nosferatu, so he's doing a lot of reviews, it looks like. Elden Ring, so he reviews like movies, TV shows, video games, then he'll look up some really niche topics. Maybe he pulls up from Reddit, Twitter, maybe has like a couple of sources, I'm not sure exactly. So I think as long as I'm quick, I should be able to get videos out before him. Now, I don't want to start with any like reviews. I feel like that's kind of lazy, so I want to find some articles that I think are pretty niche that ultimately he's going to talk about. Like Harley Quinn fart situation is crazy. I think a video like that is a video that I kind of want to get him on, because anybody could review Squid Game. It's not really like a copy, but I think there's something to be said about some of the more like random topics. I will be talking in his voice, so I will have to come up with a lot of quips and all those like similes and all those idioms that he uses. If you haven't watched any of his content before, I mean, I'm sure I could just click on a random video and he's gonna, within the first 20 seconds, say something that, you know, is, let's see.
Alpha male content creators get more wedgies than the men that they're trying to scam.
That's what I'm talking about. 5 seconds in, and that's just his speech pattern, so that's going to be kind of hard to emulate. He also doesn't have any cuts in the video, which is tough. Let's see like when the first cut is.
To back in the day. And right now,
He just shoots from the hip.
that everyone is taking turns shooting spitballs at, and
Doesn't have any cuts in the video, which is tough. Let's see like when the first cut is.
to back in the day. And right now,
He just shoots from the hip.
that everyone is taking turns shooting spitballs at, and I had never heard of this alpha male before, which is extremely rare, like Haley's Comet. Because when it comes to alpha males, I treat it like I'm Professor Oak. I'm obsessed with it. I'm studying them. I'm going out there into the field researching them. Yet somehow this
Okay, so 25 seconds in when he does his first cut. So I'm going to try to do some sort of like elongated rants about whatever topic it is I'm talking about. But yeah, this should be a journey. I don't know if this is going to take days, months, years, but I'm committed to posting 2 videos every single day on Hippos 3, preceding Penguin Zero's posts. And the goal is hopefully sooner rather than later, he posts a video that is the same as my video. Doesn't need to have the same title. Doesn't even need to be like the same sort of review. I just want to have like the same topic. And so long as I'm like wearing this, talking in his speech patterns and like, you know, all that good stuff, I think I'm satisfied with it ultimately being a copy. So with that being said, let's dive into what the first video is going to be. So I was browsing Dexerto and I came across this article, which is man arrested after forgetting his drunk live stream of failed bank heist. So it's this guy from Albania that was basically live streaming a bank robbery and he didn't realize he was live streaming. And then there's a lot more to it. So like I'll go over it in like a 2 to 3 minute video. So this will be the first video. So I'm going to film that right now.
Boy, oh boy, just when I thought Kick live streamers were the bottom of the barrel content creators, I was hit with a news story that had my pants flying off. That's right, a 38-year-old man from Albania was caught live streaming on TikTok a literal bank robbery. And it turns out his defense after 72 hours of deliberating on an alibi was oopsie daisy. He didn't remember a single thing and he couldn't come up with something better. At least admit you were on ketamine or whatever it was you were on instead of just acting like a child from a Poppy Playtime video game.
Okay, I think I found a story that I'm like 99% positive he's gonna make a video on, and it's Magnus Carlsen, the #1 chess player in the world, was kicked out of the World Rapid Chess Championship in round 9 due to a dress code violation because he was wearing jeans. So somebody with a 2900 ELO, which is the highest in history, was kicked out of the chess championship for wearing jeans. There's really not much more to it, so I'm just gonna make the video. I'm gonna study up a little bit on some of the background, and then yeah, I'll make this, put it out, and I think this will be a winner. Maybe this video will be shorter than I think.
The IFCC just officially declared Magnus Carlsen, the #1 chess player in the world, disqualified in round 9 due to him wearing jeans. But this news comes to no surprise to anybody in the chess world because Magnus Carlsen gives less the third man in 2.5 Men. Now, it won't surprise me if Magnus takes this in stride and makes some jokes about it, because when you're #1, frankly, you can do those sorts of things. I wouldn't be surprised if Magnus Carlsen comes back with his cheeks out and a full-on thong at the next chess event.
All right, guys, so something rare happened. I was supposed to record 2 videos yesterday, but I was waiting for Charlie to post his second video, but it looks like he only posted 1 video yesterday. So now it is the next day, so it is December 29th. I skipped the 28th because I was waiting all day to see if there was another post about the Magnus Carlsen thing, and he just didn't make a second post. And I'm like, when is it coming? I literally stayed up to like 1 o'clock trying to see if he was going to post something. He didn't, so I guess he took a little bit of a half day or something, which of course, like right when I'm filming this video, he probably hasn't done that for like 3 years. But here we are now. It is a new day. I'm going to check out the performance on the other videos that I put out, and then, you know, obviously he talked about a police chase, which I didn't guess. So bad day for me. All right, so let's check out the channel, and it looks like 0 subscribers. Ooh, 38 views. Look at that.
That's actually pretty good.
Oh no. How is it possible? How does the channel, that actually does not make any sense. How is this even possible? The other video has 5 views, no comments, but the Magnus Carlsen video, somebody literally said Sambucha. What? This is a brand new channel that has nothing to do with me whatsoever. I don't share an email, like there's nothing. So how did 40 people, how is one of them somebody who is able to realize this is me? All right. Let's see. Did people actually like the video? What's like the watch time data? Not bad. Not bad. People are watching a little bit. Okay. It is a new day though. And the guy didn't subscribe. So I'm optimistic that this won't be completely spoiled. And since he hasn't posted yet, I'm going to make those videos literally right now. But let's figure out some topics. There's been a major news story this morning. And that story is around the Jeju air flight in South Korea. It is a Boeing 737 plane that basically crashed. And I think something like 150 passengers passed away. 2 flight attendants actually survived. This is a pretty big story as of today. I think it's like one of like 4 Boeing crashes over the last couple of weeks or something crazy. I'll do some research, obviously, but I think I'm going to talk about this. I think he's actually talked about it in the past. Boeing is scary. Boeing is evil. Yeah, so I think there's definitely another Boeing video coming right now. So if I get this out quick enough, I think I'll be good.
Now, everybody knows there's 3 things that are inevitable in life: death, taxes, and Boeing plane crashes. There's been more Boeing plane crashes than Harry Potter books at this point, and I'm not just spitting in the face of Boeing for a little giggle. This comes on the back of a major news story out of South Korea when a Boeing 737-800 crashed on a runway and cost 179 people their lives, with 2 people actually surviving.
All right, guys, so it's been a couple of hours since I filmed that last video on Boeing, but I just checked and there was a new video posted, but it's called I Actually Like This Game, and I think it's for, what is this, Marvel Rivals? Yeah, Marvel Rivals. It's just gameplay of him doing it. So, I mean, there's still one more post today. So, I mean, I'm still encouraged that we'll have some overlap, but it remains to be seen. I do have my second video that I will be filming because I was hit with some pretty crazy news. I feel like it's right up his alley to cover. Influencer Whoa Vicky under fire for faking kidnapping because she was bored. So she basically demanded a $1 million.
Wait, hold on. I didn't even hear this story. What the fuck?
Ransom because she claimed she was kidnapped in Lagos, Nigeria. That's literally the story. And then she's like, oh, I need $1 million. Somebody free me. And then she was like at church and then like posted an Instagram reel or something saying that she was just bored and she was joking. I can see him making a title like influencer fakes kidnapping in Nigeria and then talking about Whoa Vicky. I'm pretty sure he has before. So I'm going to make a video on that right now. And hopefully he does too. I'm feeling good about our 2 prospects today between the Boeing stuff and then this Whoa Vicky stuff. I think he's got to make one of these 2 videos. So let me go ahead and make this.
Another day, another influencer scandal, this time with Whoa Vicky, the Instagram influencer, faking a kidnapping in Nigeria and then posting about it with a ransom of $1 million. What I think's the funniest about this entire thing is that she went on Instagram Live to apologize and she blamed it on Christianity, saying that the Bible said laughter is good for the soul, so I wanted to laugh and this is how I find it funny. And I'm not some expert on theology or the Lord above us, but I'm pretty sure he didn't mean fake kidnapping as a way to elicit laughter out of your face.
All right, guys. Well, I'm sad to announce that I did not get the video for the day because he posted pathetic X has a meltdown. So I guess there's some random conversation over text that was public. And then he made a 12-minute video just like going into it, explaining what happened and probably giving his thoughts on it. So another day, another L. However, there is a video that I think I should be making, but I'm not sure it's confirmed yet, the topic I'm about to say. So I found an article that says Conor McGregor set for big money Logan Paul bout. Now, he's made a video previously on the Jake Paul fight, and it looks like Conor McGregor and Logan Paul are fighting in India in 2025 for apparently a $250 million purse. So I could see him making a video in which he's basically like, we're falling for this again or something, like talking about the scheme of just like these fake fights that are just designed to get people a quick buck. So I could see him making a video on this. I just don't think it's going to be confirmed. It might just be like fodder. However, I mean, what do I have to lose? I might as well make the video. So here you go.
Conor McGregor is fighting Logan Paul. See this. Conor McGregor set for big money Logan Paul bout. McGregor and Paul are set to do battle in India in 2025. Is this real? McGregor, who has competed in some of the biggest selling pay-per-views in mixed martial arts and the first simultaneous dual-weight world champion in UFC history. Yeah, I mean, at this point, everybody's just looking for an influencer fight. You could pair up Jake Paul and Logan Paul, KSI and Joe Weller. Anybody's gonna watch anything.
All right, guys, so quick update. So I only posted one video yesterday, which was the Logan Paul and Conor McGregor boxing fight, but it didn't matter anyways because the other video I was going to post wasn't the videos that he ended up posting, which were Sony Pictures CEO is delusional, and then after 25 years it finally happened, which relates to like this rare thing inside of a video game. He's really unpredictable. Honestly, I thought this would be a little bit easier. So here we are on to the next day. The good news is I actually have some good ideas in mind, but let's go ahead and check on the channel as well. I want to see performance. All right, so Hippos 39 subscribers. What? Oh my god. Oh no, people already found this. Are you kidding me? How did they find this? This has nothing. Some of these videos have 325 views already. Oh no. Somehow I got recommended the channel before it blows up. I don't know how I was lucky enough to get this recommended. Freaky Critical. What is Sambucha doing? Oh no. How did it like doesn't even make sense? It's a brand new channel. I'm wearing a wig, and then only one of the 5 thumbnails is me. And that one thumbnail was on a video that got the least amount of views. So how are people knowing this? This one has 37 comments. Mythical recommended polls. This is gonna be part of some experiment. You guys are too quick sometimes. Can't I just cook in the background? I don't know how to do it properly without anybody finding it, but I guess it's still a small amount of people, so that's fine. That's crazy though. If you're one of these people who found this, that's actually insane. So the 3 videos that I think there's a chance that he'll make one of them because they're pretty absurd is OF model Lily Phillips, who did this with
This the one he's about to get. I already know that he made a video about this one.
101 men faces an Airbnb
He did not talk about the Airbnb ban though.
ban for using the rental for her stunt. So if you don't know this story, good, don't look into it. But basically this person used an Airbnb to do some acts with 100 different people. And then it was obviously publicized and the Airbnb owner found out and he got really pissed and she got banned off of Airbnb for it. So I think it's just a funny premise. So I'll go ahead and make this one right now and then I'll move on to the next thing.
Now, a few days ago, I talked about an OnlyFans model that slept with 100 guys in one day, only to start crying before shortly announcing afterwards she'd be sleeping with 1,000 guys. That's right, put your plans on hold, Lily Phillips, because Airbnb has issued a ban to her for sleeping with 100 men without the Airbnb owner knowing. Now, I'm sure most Airbnb hosts are left with juices on their mattresses that are more forbidden than jungle juice at a University of Florida frat party, but I think we have to draw the line at 100 men's juices on a single mattress.
All right, so the other video is Facebook and Instagram to unleash AI-generated users no one asked for. So basically, it's just Facebook and Instagram are making bots that will now exist and make content and respond to comments and stuff. So it's just like dead internet theory in real life, which is pretty interesting. And I think for somebody who's like online, possibly chronically in the eyes of Charlie, like it makes a lot of sense to talk about this.
Meta recently dropped a massive stinker in the toilet bowl of the internet by announcing on their platforms, Facebook and Instagram, they will be allowing AI profiles that can share, comment, and create.
He talked about this one actually. This is the one right here.
Their own content. Anyways, I talked about this more in my stream the other day, so I wanted to show you some clips to get more context. Thanks, Square Lover, for the 5 gifted. Do you see that Meta announced AI bot profiles? Is that real? Meta's plan to unleash AI bot profiles in its apps could actually work. No, I don't think YouTube's going to implement this. They already have a massive bot problem on their hands. You can't go through a single YouTube comment section without getting confronted with a bot.
I was going to stop at 2, but since I skipped yesterday and only did 1, I'm going to do a third one today, which I know it's like kind of just putting out a bunch of videos, but what are the odds it hits anyway? I think this one's going to hit because this is actually absurd. So somebody sent me this Vice article of judges using
He did this one too, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I'm pretty sure he did.
virtual reality headsets in courtroom from a few days ago. And it's a pretty absurd premises. And the judge is from Florida, which is where Charlie is from. So I think there's a chance he talks about this. The only issue with this is it's a little bit old. It's like 4 or 5 days old now. So I don't know if it's like dead news, but I haven't seen a ton on it outside of a couple articles. Again, there's Vice and I had some people send me some stuff. So this is gonna be fun. So I'll just make a quick video on this too.
A judge in Florida has used a VR headset as evidence in court.
We better do some research here. I'm about to find out the answer before the video ends. I don't care. I should fuck. Yep, this is the VR one and the internet theory one. Yep. I already watched these videos.
Court.
so-
That's right. The judge went full Ready Player One and put on the Oculus Quest 2 to admit the evidence from the defendant. To eliminate the potential this case hinges purely on hearsay, he commissioned a 3D artist to render a simulation on the Oculus Quest 2. Now, this isn't the first time this lawyer pulled a Mark Zuckerberg and used technology to his advantage. In 1992, he did the same thing with computer animations. I'm sure this lawyer has more Steam hours spent on VR chat and Gorilla Tag than all of YouTube gaming combined. I wouldn't be surprised if the lawyer is a YouTuber himself, might have Legal Eagle or Law by Mike on the stand.
Guys, massive news. So he posted a video 57 minutes ago titled Dead Internet Theory is Real. And presumably from the thumbnail, it's talking about how Meta confirms that they're adding AI generated users to Instagram and Facebook, which for me is effectively the same exact video as the one I made. Didn't have the same title, but I kind of want to see what he has to say. So hopefully he has like a somewhat pessimistic view of this. And then assuming so, I can stop this whole experiment and then I'll make a video basically calling him out for copying me. So let's check this out. We just need a little bit of confirmation, but I'm hyped.
I'm sure by now all of you have heard of dead internet theory. I don't think I need to really dive into what it means, but fundamentally, it boils down to the idea that the things and the people that you see or interact with online aren't actually real.
Maybe we made a similar joke. Let's see.
Upcoming AI. Now, Meta has just publicly announced that they are doing their best to make dead internet theory not just a theory, but the reality. They proudly announced, like it's a Jeff
Nice.
Keighley world premiere, that they will be flooding, really, their platforms with AI-generated users that will share AI slop.
That's right.
The humans that are still left in those plagued wastelands.
And what's your opinion?
Wacky conspiracy that some snot-nosed, paint-huffing weirdo cooked up randomly. This is an actual upcoming change that Meta themselves announced. We are getting this fart straight from the butt, the source. I talked about it for quite a while on stream last night. I'll show you some clips of that. But I've been thinking about it a lot ever since because
He did a stream on it? Wait, and tell me he's going to show clips. Didn't I do that in my video? I showed it.
Why would Meta admit to using AI?
It's good enough for me. I think this is effectively the same video I made. That's crazy. It's not that crazy, I guess, because it was a very popular topic yesterday. And I put out 3 videos instead of 2, so I was hedging a little bit against it. Hey, we'll take that. So now I'm going to make a call out video.
And he's about to get the second video too.
And we'll see how this goes.
Yesterday, I posted a video talking about how Meta is introducing Facebook and Instagram bots onto their platform. And while this was a popular topic on Twitter over the last few days, I didn't expect it to be rug pulled from underneath me, just like Plankton stealing the Krabby Patty formula from Mr. Krabs. Of course, I'm talking about PENGUINZ0, the YouTuber with over 16 million subscribers, as he made a video this morning titled Dead Internet Theory is Real, in which he effectively talks about the same exact things I talk about. And that's because Meta recently dropped a massive stinker in the toilet bowl of the internet by announcing on their platforms, Facebook and Instagram, they will be allowing AI profiles that can share, comment, and create
I'm hearing too much bass and too many voices right now.
their own content.
Meta has just publicly announced that they are doing their best to make Dead Internet Theory not just a theory, but the reality.
But I think the worst part of this entire thing is that I used half the video to show stream highlights of me talking about the topic, and then he ends up doing the same exact thing, being unable to form any sort of original thought. Anyways, I talked about this more in my stream the other day, so I wanted to show you some clips to get more context. Thanks, Square Lover, for the 5 gifted. Did you see that Meta announced AI bot profiles? Is that real?
I talked about it for quite a while on stream last night. I'll show you some clips of that. Why would Meta admit to using AI? Well, because these companies view it as a really positive thing. This isn't like some kind of dark secret to them. They're proud about it.
No, I'm sure there was no ill intent with this, but I hadn't heard of this YouTuber prior to my audience letting me know, so I'm not sure if this is something he regularly does, but if it is, then I'm assuming he won't have a long career here on YouTube.
I can't make this up at this point, but we guessed another video that Charlie ended up making. So the video you just watched was supposed to be the final video and would lead right into the outro of this video that you're watching right now. But it turns out that he only posted once yesterday, and I thought that was a bit weird, maybe because it was New Year's Eve. And then I woke up this morning, and then 1 hour ago, look at the video he posted. Judge Jackson to VR for this crazy case. He's literally using the same exact thumbnail I used, and then I didn't watch the video yet, but presumably he's talking about how wacky it is because he even called it a crazy case. So I'll click onto it really quickly, and then I guess I have to make one more video calling him out again. But then that will be the final video, even if I do guess another one right. I just think it's crazy it's 2 videos in a row, but let's check it out.
Did you see the video of a Florida judge using a VR headset during an assault trial? The defense attorney made a goofy 3D animation.
Literally reading out the chat message to guide his article. I knew it.
What?
A standard ground case. The defense
I didn't know there was a video on this.
to give the judge a full experience of
This is when he pulls the gun out when he's backed up.
I didn't even see the actual video. That's amazing. Okay, so he reacted to it just like I reacted to it. So now I'm going to make a reaction to my reaction of him reacting to the video that I initially reacted to. And then that'll be it. I also shaved, so you could tell that I actually expected this video to wrap up because I no longer have like facial hair like I did the last time I was filming, which was yesterday. So I really didn't anticipate him doing another video, but here we are.
They say lightning never strikes twice, but Groundhog Day must have come early this year because a few days ago I talked about how the YouTuber Moist Critical copied a video in which I talked about Meta introducing AI bots to their platform, and then just a day later he goes around and makes a video on VR being used by a judge in a court case, which is coincidentally the same video I made a few days ago. Now I know I said I wasn't going to talk about this topic again because I didn't want to milk it like a massage parlor in Thailand, but I couldn't help but return to it. I'm like Tom Brady when he abandoned his family and went to Tampa. I still have the itch to play. I think the worst part about this entire thing isn't that he used the same video concept, but he actually used the same same exact thumbnail that I found. I mean, it's one thing to pull a swiper from Dora and steal the video concept right out of my hands, but then to do it twice, and then on top of that to take the thumbnail with it. I mean, this can only be likened to the Mongolian Empire during Genghis Khan's reign, and just because you happen to look like him a little bit doesn't mean you could act like him too. Now I have to admit that the first time was actually pretty comical, but this one-off didn't need a sequel. That's like when they made American Psycho 2 with Mila Kunis. I guess the point I'm trying to make is that these small YouTubers shouldn't be taking from bigger YouTubers. It's not a good look in my eyes, and I know I don't serve as a representative of YouTube like an elector in a US election. It's not a good look in my eyes, and I know I don't serve as a representative of YouTube like an elector in a US election, but I still wanted to talk about make is that these small YouTubers shouldn't be taking from bigger YouTubers.
He just say smaller YouTubers shouldn't be taking from bigger YouTubers. I think he said it the wrong way.
American Psycho 2 with Mila Kunis. I guess the point I'm trying to make is that these small YouTubers shouldn't be taking from bigger YouTubers.
Said it the wrong way.
It's not a good look in my eyes, and I know I don't serve as a representative of YouTube like an elector in a US election, but I
Not trying to be picky, but he said it wrong.
still wanted to talk about how yucky this whole thing feels. Anyways, I just thought this whole thing was interesting, but that's about it. See ya.
Alright. W Videos and Bucha also gets a sub from me. Cool little video. And now, on to the next one.